I'll be starting this video over. Hey y'all, welcome back to Elisa Doing It My Way. I'm your girl, Elisa, sitting here on this Wednesday morning in my pajamas at home. Haven't been feeling my best, y'all. Um, I don't even know where to begin. I shared with y'all last time that I was in the hospital because of high blood pressure. And I just want to say also, y'all, like, I post a lot of like food, sometimes content, like shorts and stuff like that. And I just want to put it out there that that's not food that I'm necessarily eating myself. Most of the time, it's just something that I made for my family at home, and I decide to like share it with you guys, or my son might order something and I'll share it, with you guys. So it's not that I'm eating like all that food that I post. So I just wanted to put that out there. I was in the hospital last week. I was fine up until Wednesday, and I will admit, Wednesday I did eat, some of the wrong things. My blood pressure went sky high, so I went to the urgent care. Um, while at the urgent care, of course, they did EKG, hooked me up to everything. They also did a CT scan with the dye, on my heart to rule out any like blood clots or anything like that. Um, my pulse was sky high as well. Um, they tried to get it down. It eventually went down just a little after a few hours later, but they felt the need to transfer me to the hospital. There was no room at the hospital by my house, so they had to transfer me to a damn hospital like 30 damn minutes away from my house. Um, I was there. I ended up getting in that hospital Thursday morning. So I was only in there like a few hours in the room. They ended up getting it down by Thursday evening. They said I could go home. Um, to, of course, follow up with my primary because my primary wasn't the one that put me in there right before I went home. Literally, right before I went home, while I was waiting for someone to come and get me, the blood pressure spiked again. Sorry for the changes, y'all. The light changes when I switch arms. Arms getting tired. I'm not using my stand. The blood pressure went up right before they sent me home. Um, the nurse was like, "Oh, but you're already discharged," and the doctor said just continue with the medicine, which I thought was like insane. So go home, continue with the medicine. I want to say, don't know if it was Saturday, and no, it had to be Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I ended up in the ER with very high blood pressure. My pulse was high again. I had like some chest pain. So I went to the emergency room. And let me tell y'all something. I cannot wait to go back home to the East Coast. I cannot wait. Like, I miss my doctor. I miss the service. I have never in the life of me seen people that was meant that had to wait in an emergency room that came in expressing that they had chest pain. If you saw the amount of people that were in the emergency room with chest pain just sitting there, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, y'all. A man came in, didn't look great. He was with his wife. They came in even after me. After about a few hours, they finally took him back to the back. And the wife had came out, I guess, to make a phone call or something. And she was like, "You're still sitting here?" I said, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah, he has a blood clot." Like, that man sat there for hours. A child came in that swallowed or ate a dishwashing pod, and they had her sitting there. Another lady came in with a baby, a toddler that had fallen out the high chair, and the child looked like they were sleeping, but it just wasn't right. She was sitting there until she decided to go to hell off. Like, I sat in that emergency room for hours. All they did the EKG, they did the blood work, they did urine, they ended up losing the urine, but I still sat in the waiting room. Y'all, they never gave me anything to bring the blood pressure down. By the time I started complaining, my blood pressure, I'm not even going to tell y'all the numbers. And I was going off, but the only thing that stopped me was because I did not want it to go any higher. And I'm like, y'all had me sitting here all these damn hours. No one, they didn't even, they put the starter IV, the needle in, but didn't give me like any fluid. So I'm sitting there all those hours with the stick of the IV in me, no fluids, no nothing, just waiting for tests to freaking come back. Okay. They said they wanted to check like some certain heart enzyme to make sure the numbers, to make sure it was safe for me to go home. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. The blood pressure came down just a little. So I think that was Sunday, I want to say. They said it was fine for me to go home. I was there like all day. When I came home, it was dark. So I messaged my doctor's office, and like, unfortunately, now I have one of these doctors where it's like a whole system of clinics, so you can't never like just call. Like, I'm used to being able back home to call my doctor's office and make an appointment, or tell the receptionist or whatever what's going on, and them getting me in there. You know what I'm saying? But this out here is like, you have to go through, you gotta wait on hold for damn near an hour to talk to somebody, and this, and that. Um, they do have an app, My Chart, so I've been a little successful with that. My doctor seems okay. Like, he'll usually answer me inside of there, but it's just like, with this blood pressure, I feel like I'm not getting any relief. So they changed my medication Tuesday. They changed the medications Tuesday. We had a video visit Tuesday. They changed the medications, and they just called while I was filming the first part of this video, but I just started over because I left a message this morning like, my blood pressure is still high. So I was supposed to take like 5 milligrams of something for 5 days, and if it didn't go down, then to switch to 10 milligrams. Um, they say that it can take like a few days or even a couple of weeks for me to see normal numbers again. But for me, like, that's just not enough. Like, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this. Um, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know I'm getting older, but it's like just 2 years ago, I was back home, and yeah, I was on high. I've been on the same high blood pressure medication for years, and my blood pressure never went like over 130. And that's not even with watching what I ate, because I ate every damn thing. I ate everything back home. I don't know. It's just something I got here, and it just like everything just went out of whack. Everything is just out of whack. Um, I had started a new job, y'all, last week, and had to end up resigning because um, I missed training on Thursday from being in the hospital. I started Monday, mind you. I already missed a day Thursday. And then, like I said, by the time Sunday came, my blood pressure was so high. And I'm like, I can't do this job. And then, like, my doctor wanted to see me Monday. Don't know how many times I had to go back and forth to him. So I just ended up resigning. But thankfully, I have filled out for like two different jobs at the same time. And that second one ended up recently calling me, and that's the one that I really want. And they start October 10th. So I'm told my doctor's office this morning, like, I need to get this under control before October 10th because I cannot afford to be, without a job. All this is causing my anxiety to go through the roof. Like I told y'all, I already have anxiety. More specifically, it's like health related anxiety. I don't know. I think it comes from dealing with past trauma, like my brother getting killed at 13 and my mother like dying suddenly, and just me not having the tools or the know how to see about myself back then. I have very bad health anxiety, like very bad. Every tick, every pain, every something, I feel like it's going to lead to my demise. And I hate feeling like this. I hate it. They started me with they've always tried to give me anxiety medicine. They feel like the anxiety is what's driving my blood pressure up, which is a little understandable, but not to the point where it's been like the last week. I ate wrong one day. Okay, the blood pressure should be back to normal now. It's not. I'm literally almost like starving myself because I'm afraid of eating. I've been eating like chicken salad. I don't know. Of course, not putting no salt in anything, which I never do. Like, even when I do like eat some of the foods I make, and someone had mentioned something about some seasoning I had, all that is like Mrs. Dash and stuff that you see on there. I'm not using any salt or anything like that. I've been drinking water the past week, not drinking any coffee, none of that. And the blood pressure is still high. So I don't know, y'all. I'm just going through it right now. I'm having so much anxiety. I'm having so much anxiety, and it's more. I'm feeling more anxious. For one, like, all we have is the one car. So when the car is gone, when they go to work for the day, I can't get anywhere. Um, if the doctor needs to see me, Like I said, all the blood pressure shit is just making my anxiety go through the roof. I started taking the anxiety medicine Saturday. Don't know if it's making me feel worse. Like I'm starting to feel more jittery, but don't know if that's because of the blood pressure. Y'all, so I don't know. I'm just like all over the place. I'm telling you, I'm all over the place. But I really, really, really want to go back home. I miss home so much. I miss being able to get around. Like there's even transportation if need be. You know what I mean? But um I just miss getting around. I miss being able to call my doctors and say, hey, I'm experiencing this, and that. And them telling me, okay, well, you can come in today or come in tomorrow. Or you know what I mean? I miss that. Um, I miss that. Being here is not good for